broken, it's tragic. We're not all elastic, but maybe there's magic. Believe you could have it, and I know of sadness, the anxious and panic, the infinite vastness of all that is blackness. So tell me, oh, will you believe? So tell me, oh, will you believe? So tell me, oh, will you believe? So tell me, oh, will you believe?
Alright, how's it going? CW3 Shepherd. I'm a medevac pilot here for Charlie Company, First 111th Aviation. I was asked to talk a little bit about why I decided rotor. I originally came from the Air Force, 13 years in the Air Force. I was an aircraft mechanic for fighter jets. Passion's always been in flying, and rotor has always been my ultimate life goal. And medevac, I always wanted to be in the medical field, so I ended up in the medevac helicopter. There's tons of different ways to go about aviation if it's something you're interested in. My way I went about it was, first you have to get accepted, so you have to meet the medical requirements. You have to go through a board, which is and take a couple flight tests. I'm not too familiar with the exact process. You have to get with a local recruiter, but eventually you want to pass the board, and then they send you off to flight school. It's a long time and painful process, but anybody can do it. You just have to put the time in. You generally in school, you're flying half the day, and then the other half the day you're in classroom environment, being tested in both environments. And every day is a check ride, pretty much. So at the end of the day, you get graded, and then all of a sudden you got your wings. You get to your unit. Now you're on the football team. Now you have to learn the plays. So just like the NFL, you get to the team, then you got to learn the plays. So the pilots then go through a training program, are all readiness level 3 to 2 to 1, and then they're fully mission capable as a pilot. And obviously, then from there you work towards pilot in command, and then once you make pilot in command, you actually track. You can go safety, test pilot, instructor. There's multiple different routes to go. AMS. So once that's done, you basically an M-day soldier, and you have to still be a civilian and maintain your flight hours. So it's one of the things we struggle with as an M-dayer to make sure you keep up with your responsibilities of minimum requirements according to 95.1. So the best way I can say is if you are able to do extra stuff with your regular civilian job and still have a little bit of time to come in maybe once a week, or still do your 1 week in a month, maybe a day or two during the week, and you'd have no problem keeping up with your minimums. As far as overseas missions, we're essentially get people out of trouble so the mission can continue. When we're stateside, we do hurricane, we do firefighting, hoist operations, and of course we're always training for all sorts of operations in regards to aviation. The best part of the job is the flying, obviously. The worst part is all the work and studying you have to do to get there. It's one of those jobs that anybody can do, you just have to want to do it. So if it's not something you're passionate about, probably not the best option for you. As far as quality of life, I mean, you're in the Army, and it's an amazing family. The people are next level, and lifetime friendships, and it'll be nothing but that. You work with a small crew, and you live with a small crew in the medevac world, so it's very family-related type job. Most pilot jobs are going to be additional duties. So my additional duties are AMS officer, so aviation mission survivability. So essentially, we teach combat maneuver in flight, how to avoid enemy weapon systems, how to use maneuvers to your advantage to give yourself the best survival rate. We get into all sorts of training scenarios in regards of, and I'm also a unit trainer, so we also do lots of training. So every flight, we never miss a training opportunity. Even down to just if we're doing a transport from one place to another, we'll turn it into a simulated blood movement, or whatever we have to do to make it mission training and never waste blade time.
I'm Specialist Weingartner. I am a crew chief for UH-60 BlackHawk. My job entails taking care of this aircraft when it's on the ground. When we're flying in the air, I also provide airspace surveillance, back up my pilots with certain checklists, inspections, overall just safety of the aircraft in general.
My name is Chief Warrant Officer Yusina. I'm a CW2 in the Florida Army National Guard. I spent 12 years in the Florida Army National Guard, 7 years were enlisted as a Cav Scout, and then the past 5 have been as a 153rd Mike Delta medevac pilot for the Charlie Company 1st to 111th GSAB in Jacksonville, Florida. There's a bigger commitment in what we do here in aviation within the Florida Army National Guard. Unlike traditional M-Day soldiers who go to drill 1 week in a month and then 2 weeks out of the year, we have to perform additional flight training periods to maintain currency. We maintain the same minimum requirements as our active duty brothers and sisters who are in aviation. So with that, we are authorized an additional up to 72 periods to conduct these flight periods. Oftentimes people ask me if it's manageable to become an aviator in the Florida Army National Guard and work a civilian career and manage a family, work-life balance. I run a business on the civilian side, and I still come in and do my minimum requirements, come in and perform missions and fly other task iterations for the Florida Army National Guard to maintain proficiency and currency within the aircraft. In the Florida Army National Guard, we have 3 different rotary craft airframes. The first one that we have standing behind me is the Lakota, the LUH-72 Alpha. This is the current training aircraft that they have at Fort Rucker for flight students that are going through initial entry rotary wing training to learn how to fly before going on to their advanced airframes. On the stateside mission, we use these for counter-drug surveillance. Currently, our Lakotas are in the 151 unit, which is located in Jacksonville, Florida at Cecil Field. In Florida, we have the UH-60 BlackHawk helicopter. We have the Mike model version up here at Cecil Field in Jacksonville, Florida. We have the Lima version that's down in Brooksville, Florida at our sister facility. More recently, we deployed stateside to help the citizens of Louisiana at Hurricane Katrina. Facility 1 has the BlackHawk and the medevac platform. This is with our Charlie Company 1st to 111th. This aircraft is modified to transport patients with all our medical equipment, our litter pans. We utilize the BlackHawk helicopter stateside and federally for deployments, and stateside for hurricane evacuation. Our sister unit in Brooksville, Florida is our air assault company. Their mission is VIP transport, sling load operations, and air assault operations. The third rotary wing aircraft that we have in the Florida Army National Guard is located at Cecil Field in Jacksonville, Florida. It's a CH-47 Fox Chinook. We use this aircraft primarily for troop transport and to transport other goods, both federally and the stateside mission during hurricane activation.
I hope y'all enjoyed the video. We have more Day in the Life pilot series coming. I want to give a special thanks and shout out to the crew for allowing me to go out there and fly with them for the day. Also, if you have any questions about different aircrafts, because right now we are working on a day in the life of a Chinook pilot, so if you have specific questions for the Chinook, let us know in the comments. If y'all enjoyed the video, please hit that thumbs up, make sure to subscribe. We will see you all on the next one.